Howdy, my name is Brianna Sims, and today my group and I will be taking you through a meal of a person in the Spanish culture. Their breakfast is typically eaten twice during the morning hours, followed by a very large lunch, which is usually eaten later in the day, unlike the noon time, which Americans are used to. Dinner is typically a much later and smaller meal than lunch. Following dinner or a late night out at a fiesta, Spanish individuals usually indulge in foods that many Americans also enjoy. Traditional Spanish cuisine is very down-to-earth in its flavors. Using fresh ingredients is key. Throughout Spain, cooking styles can vary, but no matter where you are in Spain, you will always see garlic and olive oil in the recipes. Before Kat begins to tell you about a Spanish breakfast, I would like to say buen provecho, which means everyone have a good meal.
So in typical Spanish cuisine, they often feature two breakfasts. One is from 7 to 8 in the morning. It's usually lighter, served with a small cup of coffee or tea. And then you have another one for those who tend to sleep in, which is served from 10 to 11 a.m. and usually features some heartier foods like your meats and your cheeses and your eggs. The first breakfast item that I would like to present is the Magdalena. It's a small lemon cake-like treat. You have like lemon zest, vanilla, flour, sugar. It's just very light and very airy. So when you put all your ingredients together, you're mixing your wet and your dry ingredients, and you want to do it very delicately. Put it all in those little cupcake trays, stick it in the oven for 18 to 20 minutes, and then sprinkle that with extra sugar, and then you're good and set to go. So for your second breakfast, it is typically served between 10 and 11 a.m. and is for the people who like to sleep in. And so you're given the option for heartier meats and vegetables and eggs in your breakfast. The one that I have chosen to highlight this today is the tortilla española. So you have potatoes, yellow onion, green pepper, chorizo sausage, or even ham if you'd like, and eggs. So it's basically an omelet. It's a little more heartier than your first breakfast. And next, Stuart will introduce our typical lunch.
Hi, I'm Stuart, and I'm going to tell you about a traditional Spanish lunch. First off, lunch in Spain is known as La Comida. It usually takes place between 2 and 4 p.m. and is the largest meal of the day. The meal traditionally includes at least 3 courses, and the courses are known as entrantes, or appetizers, the segundo, or the main course, and the postre, which is dessert. It's usually followed by sombrisa, or table talk, which is traditional. And after that comes a siesta, or a resting period to allow for digestion. For my first slide, it's going to include the appetizers, which are usually a soup and salad. For the soup, I'm offering sopa de ajo, or garlic soup. To create this dish, you saute garlic and ham together in a large frying pan, and then add paprika and water, bringing the boil to a mixture. Separately, you poach eggs, and when you're finished, you spoon the soup mixture over the top of the eggs. For the salad, I've chosen asparagus and vinegar and oil. For this dish, you would combine lettuce, Spanish onion, cooked asparagus, tomato, corn, sherry vinegar, olive oil, and you serve them all as a salad. Next is the segundo, or the main course. For this dish, I've chosen seafood paella, which is a dish originating from the Valencia region of Spain, located on the Mediterranean coast. The dish consists of onion, tomato, chicken, squid, rice, fish broth, saffron, mussels, clams, shrimp, bell pepper, and peas. And traditionally, it's cooked over coals. And then finally, for my final course or dessert, I've chosen peaches and wine. It's a favorite in the Aragon region of Spain. You combine the red wine, sugar, brandy, cinnamon, and peaches to create the dish. First, you would cook the dishes along with the other ingredients for 20 to 30 minutes. You'd then remove the peaches, reduce the sauce, and then serve the peaches topped with the sauce in a bowl. You would follow this up with a traditional talk known as sombrisa, and then follow that up with siesta. Thanks.
Hi, my name's Kaleb, and I'm going to be talking about a traditional Spanish dinner. La cena, or dinner, is typically eaten late at night, usually between 9 and midnight, and is a lighter meal compared to breakfast or lunch. The authentic Spanish meal I've chosen for dinner is arroz cubano. It is a rice dish that is covered with a traditional Spanish tomato sauce and is topped with a fried egg. The ingredients include sofrito, which is a Spanish tomato sauce, Spanish olive oil, rice, water, salt, and 4 large eggs. To make this dish, pour olive oil into a pan and add cooked rice and coat with the oil. Pour water over the rice and bring it to a boil. Add salt, then reduce the heat and allow to simmer until the rice is cooked. Next, fry your eggs. Place a scoop of rice on each plate and make a depression in the center. Ladle some of the tomato sauce in the depression, top with a fried egg, and serve with a baguette.
Hi, I'm Megan, and to end our presentation, I will be discussing desserts. Spanish traditional parties go until 3 or 4 in the morning. I've chosen churros and Spanish hot chocolate because it's a popular dessert to get after a party at the local street vendors. Churros are fried dough with powdered sugar. Ingredients for churros are white flour, water, olive oil, salt, and sugar. The second dessert Spaniards indulge in is Spanish hot chocolate. Spanish hot chocolate differs from American hot chocolate in that it's thicker and not made with packets. The ingredients include bittersweet chocolate, sugar, whole milk, cornstarch, and vanilla.